here we are. How's it going, Ren?
Oh, it goes.
It goes. Well, welcome everybody to this episode of the Best Girls Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Jade Novanis, accompanied as always by the most wonderful, the most amazing, the most absolutely stupendous and talented woman in the world, Ren Best Girl.
Surely, surely you, Justin.
I'm out here jesting.
Mm-hmm.
God, Justin makes me feel good. Uh-huh. Well, Ren, you had a wonderful idea for tonight's episode. So what were we thinking of doing today? I think you had something very particular in mind, actually.
Well, if the wonderful viewers can't, viewers, God. No, wait, no, viewing is accurate. Accurate.
Accurate. I mean, listeners, viewers, it depends on the platform they're on.
If our lovely audience can't tell from the title, the idea is to redesign gaming icons. And I need to pause this music because I am jamming out to it too much that I can't even think.
Are you listening to Elfelt's theme endlessly?
I'm listening to We Are the Lights.
Ah, gotta love that, what do you call it, music?
Dragalia. So, this is more of a what what would how would Ren and Jade, how would they go about designing certain video game icons, legends, very iconic gaming mascots, or even not mascots? How would we go about taking these IPs and, you know, what do we think, us who are clearly the most educated and the most sophisticated character designers ever, what would our take on them be?
Hmm.
And here we are.
Oh, well, I think both you and the viewers all know I can't draw for shit. So, how exactly are we going to be doing this?
So I proposed, holy shit, my voice. Where's my water? What'd you do to my water?
What do you mean?
There's my water. You drank my water.
You broke my grill? My water should be up on the bed.
Much better. Thank you for bearing with us. I proposed the idea that we come up with a total of 3 characters, maybe an extra 2 just in case we have extra time.
Mm-hmm.
Each of us pick one character that we want to see redesigned. I picked my own set of characters, Jade picked her own set of characters, and then for the last one, we agreed upon a singular character. So for the ones that I picked, I basically am going to have free reign with how they're going to be redesigned. For the ones that Jade picked, she's going to be instructing me. I'm probably going to have to make my own flourishes and touches because, well, I'm the one actually drawing it.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to see how many of these we can knock out. I want to shoot for at least 3. We'll see how well that goes.
Yes.
So, Jade,
Mm-hmm.
remind me, what characters did you choose?
So I chose Jack and Daxter, or at the very least Jack from Jack and Daxter, and Mega Man. Not a particular Mega Man, more of a let's design a new Mega Man.
All right. For myself, I chose Pit from Kid Icarus and the hero clad in green himself, Link from The Legend of Zelda, and rather similar to what Jade proposed for Mega Man, this would be more of a how we would design our own game in the series Link.
Mm-hmm.
And did we have a third one that we both agreed on, or are we just working with these for now?
I think let's just work with these for now, and then we'll figure it out.
All right. So which one do we want to start with?
Um, hmm. That is the question. That is the question now, isn't it? Let's start with one of
Mhm.
yours first.
Should I start with the one?
I don't know. You tell me.
So when I pitched this idea for this Best Girls episode, I might not have been able to help myself. I got an early start on a Link design. Should I start with that?
Sure. Let's start with that.
Alrighty. Let me. Oh my gosh, my throat is on fire.
But yeah. So obviously you'll kind of go more in depth with it as you start drawing it, of course. But to kind of give the audience an idea of what it was effectively a more bird-like take, more or less, correct?
No. No, it was a take on the Zelda series that I've wanted for a long time, where it's more magic focused instead of being the hero who wields the master sword and is, the embodiment of courage and all of that. Link's like a 14, 50-year-old
He's a
mage student.
14 or 50-year-old mage student.
15, between the ages of 14 and 50.
You said it again.
That one was intentional.
Was it? Was it really? Or are you just saying
Yes.
that in retrospect to save face?
Don't gaslight me.
Love you.
And guess what?
What?
This piece of shit drawing tablet is acting up again.
Oh no.
I really need to just buy a new one at this point. This is
Hmm.
alrighty. But yes, a oh shit, what's the word? A budding mage students who he wields tomes. He wields the magic books. He's Robin Fire Emblem.
Okay.
Can't draw this fucking head shape right. And if you're wondering why I'm drawing in this light purple color, this is just a sketch layer.
Yeah.
Where's my phone?
I don't know. Where is it? You need your what do you call it? Your reference.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Wow, she's making fun of me now, chat. Can you believe this? Alexa, this is so sad.
Alexa, this is so sad. Play Despacito.
Mm-hmm. And did you wish to talk about this pitch for the game that we had, Jade?
So, in general, the kind of pitch that we kind of came across to is more or less the idea that, maybe Ganon starts out as a good guy, or at the very least, he starts out as someone in direct power under the Hylian Empire. And the overall kind of aesthetic is fairy tales, was it?
Yes. Yes. Fairy tale aesthetic. The idea that, you know, this game would be the gimmick is that they would be bringing the stories to life, but with their own fun Zelda twists on it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all you wish to say?
I mean, sure. But yeah, we came up with a couple of general ideas about like having, maybe Link not necessarily being a sword fighter in this game. Is that right?
Yeah, he would be. He would just strictly be a spell boy, bringing 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 stories to life, turning them into making him more of a summoner class. Honestly,
Yeah, so he's more the wizard, whereas Ganon is more so the sword fighter. Yes.
yes,
I like it. I like it. I like it a lot.
and of course, with the idea that they're bringing fairy tales and folklore to life through the tomes that they're reading. Link himself would not get the actual Master Sword. Ganondorf would get that.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, Link would get a recreation of it through magic, through his tomes, through the legends that have been spread across the land of Hyrule. And rather than actually holding it in his hand, it would just kind of float around him, and it, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, he swings it around not by actually swinging a sword, but gestating his hand, and it moves around and slashes and flies through the air.
Mm-hmm.
It would be really cool.
Indeed. That I can definitely agree with. I like the general idea in general. I know basically came to the agreement that it definitely wouldn't have any overt references to the other mainline games, of course. Isn't that right, Ren Ren?
Hmm. I'm trying my hardest not to make this his body too twinkish, but it's not working.
Uh-huh.
He's just a twink named Link.
Stop. You violated the law. You're not allowed to do that.
Oh, that's what tipped you off, huh? that's what tipped the scales.
It's time to tip the scales.
Hmm.
But yeah, so like were there any notable ideas that you had, Ren, for like, cuz all your Zelda games you have your items, with the exception of like Breath of the Wild and Tears. Even then they still kind of do. Like what would be your you know, what would be the, how do you say, you know,
The the iconic weapon.
not the iconic weapon, because that one we've had pretty much set in stone, it being like a tome. But what would be the, fuck? What would be the, like, you know?
I don't.
I know you don't.
Please illuminate. Illumination.
Illumination minions. Um, what would be like the hook shot and like stuff like that? Like, what would be your other items?
Hmm. I think that there would obviously be some staples that would be recontextualized and reflavored. I kind of like the idea that instead of the hook shot, the floor masters, specifically from the Wind Waker, how they kind of the arm eerily creeps out of the floor and it has that like reddish outline while the rest of it is a spectral black.
Yeah.
I like the idea of that shooting from his tome, reaching out across and then grabbing onto it and then stretching and
Hmm.
pulling itself back like a fucking stretchy slap hand.
Like this is that before or after you use it twice it becomes so disgusting you need to throw it away?
Before, ideally.
Before, ideally, I had to verify, I had to make sure.
Oh, I know.
Linku, linku, clicku. Wait, wrong IP. Never mind.
For our next guest, we have Mr. Link Click.
For Mr. Link Click, very good anime. Highly recommend. But yeah, so it would be very. It would actually. I know one of the things we did talk about is like the initial story kind of conceit would be that it would be fairy tales mixed with legend. Like, Legend of Zelda. Funny. Um, but like it would be very much Ganondorf would be set as like the court historian, so to speak. Um, he would be the character that, you know, all of the other characters within like Hyrule Castle would like look up to and be like, "Oh, explain to us the legends of old." And specifically, Ganondorf's interpretations would always be very combative and very not necessarily accurate to what the actual legends were. For example,
Yes, he would. The general public might not realize it, but he's twisting it or interpreting it in such a way that is very anti legend, anti historically factually correct.
yes. So that would, play into that in the way that, he's telling the kingdom these stories, this history, and for the most part, maybe getting it wrong. And it takes Zelda also being an astute kind of book smart, kind of similar to how she is in Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, except not being stupid. Um, and she would kind of call him out on his bullshit kind of thing. He would call out like, "Hey, I read these same tomes and I am not getting what you're getting out of this. Like, it's clearly like this." And she kind of raises a stink, which then obviously angers Ganon at that point, and then that's when that's kind of the general story conceit that leads to him wanting to kidnap the princess kind of thing. Um and we kind of play under that conceit of Ganon is purposely changing stories and manipulating the people through these stories to his own ends to make himself seem better. And that kind of plays into his character arc in the game to where like maybe that's where he gets the master sword, of course, because he does know these legends, he does know this history, and while most of these will be like fairy tales that have no real connection to the past games, the one notable one that will obviously be how like a generic amalgam of the other games to where like, oh, he pulls from the legend of, the
The
Hylian royal
Legend of
family.
Zelda.
I was trying to not say it like that, but he would be pulling from that, and specifically the hero of legend that wields the sword of light that can smite the darkest evil. And maybe he interprets himself as that hero, so he is able to effectively summon the Master Sword, and that's why he's able to use it in that game, and that's why Link doesn't have it in the game, because Ganon has it the entire time. You might maybe get it at the end of the game, like mid boss fight or something, to truly finish him off. But even then, like, that might even just be a stretch there as well.
I would personally love to break that convention. The less we lean on the Master Sword, the better.
Agreed.
I am of the mindset that one of the oh shit, what's the word? Thesis statements of the game is sort of forsaking the legend, forsaking the past. Sure, it has defined the generations and generations of games and the history of Hyrule. It is not what it may have defined it in the past, but it is not what defines it today.
Yes.
We
So,
don't have to lean on those legends. We don't have to lean on all those fairy tales. What we make of our time, what we make of our future is ours to decide. The future is ours to decide.
thank you, Shulk. Um, no, wait, that's a Noah quote, isn't it? I'm pretty sure Noah says that, not Shulk.
I think they both do.
Would Honestly, I would be shocked if that's like the one line all three of the Xenoblade Pro tags say. The future is ours to decide. I definitely know Elma never says it in Xenoblade X. I can say that much.
I could have sworn there's an easy way to erase selection in this. Oh well. But yeah. Were there any other major talking points that you wanted to go over?
In terms of the general like game idea, like each of the dungeons would effectively be a different fairy tale that Ganondorf has corrupted to his own means. So like, whereas maybe the true form of a lot of the fairy tales are the very like kind of sanitized Disney-esque fairy tales, Ganondorf has twisted those to become much more of like the grim fairy tales, the very dark and dreary, very, it's kind of that that's kind of one of the other, not necessarily thesis statements, but one of the underlying themes is just like the idea of like Ganondorf, his his view of the world influences how he interprets this media, much like anyone else's, you know, own personal history would influence the media and stuff that they interpret as well. So like, it's kind of that differing ideology almost playing into the Triforce kind of examples of like, you know, no one's interpretation of a given piece of medium or media is necessarily 100% correct. So, like, while Link may be trying to purify these dungeons, these fairy tales, maybe he puts his own spin on things that it lets him get the upper hand instead of going against strictly going against what Ganon's doing and just trying to do like, here's the sanitized, more nice, happy version. Maybe the idea is that you make your own version, and that kind of plays into the idea of like how history is up to interpretation by a lot of people, especially when it's legend. And maybe an important part of that is that interpretive process and that kind of using things like fairy tales, like media, as almost an outlet for your own personal feelings, your own personal kind of thoughts, might be applicable here. What do you say to that, Ren Ren?
Mm. Yeah.
Eee.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh no, what?
Things driving me nuts.
What is? What you talking about, Willis?
My tablet, it was flickering.
Hmm.
It's fine now.
Guys, donate $200 that way Ren could get a new tablet.
Guys, please do not donate $200 to me so I can get a new tablet. Please do not listen to Jade. Please, please. I would feel horrible if you actually did this for me. Please. Like, no joke. Non joke. Non
Type
jape.
type into this web zone to obtain Ren a new drawing tablet.
Jade.
Available now at this web zone.
Jade.
I would say I just throw it on Throne and see, but I don't know which one you want. So
Probably just the same one that I have, the XP Pen 12, I think.
would you really want the same exact one, or would you want a nicer, newer one that's like not gonna short circuit like this one is?
This one's old. This one's only dying because it's old.
I mean, fair.
This one's lived a good life. And to be fair, I haven't been keeping it in the best of condition. I've kind of tossed it around a little bit.
Tell me about it.
Okay, I will. I toss it around a lot. I toss it onto my bed.
Oh, do you now?
Hmm.
I'm just messing with you, girly girl.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. So. I guess I should double check to see if there's any questions, just to like keep the ball rolling. I think I don't know if there's any questions on the Patreon or not. I did a thread for it, but I don't know if anyone. Now, remember, guys, uh, before we record these episodes, I always post on the Patreon if you guys got any questions for the chat. If you got any questions for either me, Ren, or anything, feel free to ask, and maybe your question will be answered on the show. Of course, I'm gonna like ask the sub exclusive chat if anyone's got any questions.
All right. You're feeling the lull, huh?
No, not necessarily. I'm just like, so we can keep things, at a nice brisk pace. You know. But Ren, I've been talking for a while. You give me some ideas for this hypothetical new Zelda game.
You can't throw me under the bus. That's my job to do to you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. You're the best.
Mwah.
Mwah.
So what was the question?
So, like, what other aspects of the world or the game or anything?
Oh, baby, I haven't even thought of that. I mean, I have, but uh, I would have a focus on as much as we're trying to shy away from, all the older Zelda titles and all that,
Mm-hmm.
I would actually take the time to highlight some of the races that are kind of forgotten about. Everyone knows what the Zoras are. Everyone knows what the Gorons are, and now the Rito. Bring back the Deku.
Do you really think they're ever gonna do that?
No, only only the last game to reference the Deku is the Crypt of the Necrodancer fan game.
I mean, is it really a fan game if it was like officially licensed by Nintendo?
Fair. Cadence of Hyrule was the last time there were Dekus in any Zelda anything. Before that, it was in Triforce Heroes. And before that, it was in the Minish Cap.
Oof, gotta love that. And then before that, it was what, Majora's?
Or one of the Oracle games.
Were they in the Oracle games?
I think so.
Never played them, so wouldn't know. Okay, okay. You wouldn't do any new races at all?
There would be some new races, but, you know, I'd like to bring back the Deku. I'd like to bring back the Minish, or the Picori, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that,
What about would you bring back the Tears of the Kingdom lizard like furries?
the Zonai?
The Zonai, yeah.
Yes, because I feel like that had untapped potential.
Untapped potential, she says.
What? What?
It's cute.
You're cute.
No, you. What kind of untapped potential do you say?
As in, the Zonai had two members of that race
Mm-hmm.
that we ever see on screen,
I
and
mean,
that's it.
we see a couple of them. We see main goat boy voiced by Dimitri. We see the one who gets turned into a fucking mech. Um
Hashtag spoilers.
um I'm being vague enough to where it's not really spoilers. I mean they're the race of fucking people that make giant robots, babe. Of course one of them inevitably gets in the giant robot. What do you think this is? Ava? Where they don't get into the giant robot?
Do I look like Shinjo to you?
Shinjo. I haven't even watched fucking Ava and I know that's right.
You know that's right, do you?
Oh, I do. Hmm.
Hmm.
But yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to see the Zonai return. I untapped potential. I would love to see what else they do. I hope it's not just more of Goat Boy and that's it. They're all just defined by being Goat Boy, which it seems like they kind of are.
Yeah. It would be fun if we brought them back as like the like fine, keep them as like the highly advanced race, but I think like maybe not fucking them up would be like fun, you know?
God, boy's legs.
Legs.
Time to move on to the fun part.
But yeah, so this design's coming together pretty nicely. We got the kind of pointed cap. Of course, we got some feathered wings. Ooh.
This is something that I've seen in like one fan art of Link before, and I fucking adore it so much. I wish the games made it official.
Oh, really?
So he is specifically wearing The Rock's cape, the Rock's feather and Rock's cape are a series of items that let Link be able to jump or even glide a little bit. And I think that being his mage cape is fucking big brain.
Okay. Mama likey. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Any other are we going to have any other notable kind of things in his design?
Mm,
Like are we going to be able to see some of his other That's one thing that I really want in a Zelda game. I want we kind of go back to the older style of Zelda games where you're actually getting like new tools throughout your adventure. But I want those tools to be physically apparent on Link as you obtain them. Similar to something like Risk of Rain 2, where every time you pick up an item, you can see it visibly on your character model. I want something like that for Link in a future Zelda game. So like, oh, you get the hook shot. You can see the hook shot kind of dangling from your belt or something. You know, you get the cape or the cloak or whatever that lets you glide. It's there on Link's body. So like as you're going through the adventure, it's very visibly Link is visibly getting more and more prepared for the fight compared to when he started, you know?
boy, fuck, I almost called you Zelda. Boy, Jade, do I have the perfect piece of official Zelda art for you?
Oh, really?
It is quite actually my favorite piece of Zelda art ever,
Really?
and it is from the original Legend of Zelda,
Hmm. All
where
right.
they got an anime artist to draw Link wearing every piece of equipment that he gets throughout that game.
That's fun. But yeah, it's just like just having like some interesting like oh the bombs maybe he has a couple bombs around his like belt like kind of like Pokeballs in the Pokemon games or like maybe the hook shot is like a gauntlet or something so you always have that on his arm and then you get like the heavy boots or something and he's wearing the heavy boots now kind of thing, you know?
Hmm. I need to find this image real quick. Image in new tab, copy. Let's see if it pastes into here nicely.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one before. I like that one a lot. It's very cool.
Non ironically, my favorite piece.
Mhm. Like, of course, if they were to do this in an actual Zelda game, I would want like the items to kind of not clash as much necessarily. Like you have the cloak, but you don't have other cloaks. You know, you have the hook shot being like a gauntlet. You have the stuff kind of hanging from his belt. You have like, the sword and shield or whatever hanging from his back. Maybe he has like a tome that he hangs on off his side. He's got like extra boots or something. Maybe he has like a little, maybe he's got like a little magic wand strapped to like his thigh or something, you know.
Hmm.
He's got the Wind Waker just strapped to his thigh.
Hmm. I have to widen this boy up out a little bit. He's too twiggy. He's too twink.
Ren, it's fine. We accept the twink here. Ren.
Yeah. Uh 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 yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, anyhow. Uh
I,
huh.
I agree. He should have more of his equipment on his body at all times. It is a very good aesthetic choice. And let's draw a little bit of that on him First, I would like to get a little bit of color on here because, like you saw in my mock up, I wanted this link to be a little, well, why don't I just add a layer and show it? Yeah, there we go. Now we're getting jiggy with it.
We getting jiggy with it, are we?
Why is this not working? Is this showing up on yours? Nope.
No.
Cool. All right. Ah, that's why.
Ah.
Ren's big dum dum. Don't worry about it.
No, you are not.
I had a selection that I forgot to unselection.
I do that all the time in fucking Photoshop.
Mm, you know what? It could be even more. I wanted this link to be more teal than green.
Yeah.
I think that would be it would help set him apart and have his own identity.
Mm-hmm.
And teal just looks nice,
Of course, of course. Now we got our first question in the Discord chat from a one Blade Type King, and he asks, "Run stream when?" Should have known this one was coming.
Your days are numbered.
Ooh.
That's right. Ren Best Girl stream coming up soon.
Uh,
When Best Girl? Uh soon TM.
soon TM, as in like 3 years from now.
Wow. Not that late. I was actually gonna do one like earlier this week, but then that fell through.
And then that fell through. Wow.
Listen, somebody was what was I doing on Thursday?
I don't know. What were you doing on Thursday?
Jade, I legitimately don't remember what I was doing 2 days ago, 3 days
What?
ago.
I don't know.
Oh wait, that's right. My mom asked me to go and do errands with her.
That's right.
And that concludes our viewer question segment, I guess. Alrighty. Good rounds. Good
Yeah,
speed
that's
rounds. We
all the
really got
questions
through
we
it.
got for today. Crazy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But the colors are coming together very nicely. I like the golden accents everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any idea what cloak color you're going with?
Mm-hmm. The cloak itself is gonna be predominantly white with, hits of blue and cyan.
Okay.
Oof, I've got a really good question.
Oh,
Do do I No, I can't. I can't do it.
say it.
I was gonna ask if I make his hair pink like A Link to the Past, but we want him to have his own identity, not just be linked back to that.
Yes.
Pun not intended.
So of course we're gonna give him teal highlights in his hair.
Ooh, that would be really cute. Look at you with good ideas.
Wow.
That was not meant to be an insult, I promise.
It sure as hell sounded like it.
Jade, don't get out of your chair. Jade, stop beating me up.
What? I would never.
No, she would never. She's a good girl. How are we on time?
Oh, don't worry about that. The more you look into time, the more it looks back.
Uh-huh. Let's see.
Now, what were some of the other characters that we wanted to work on?
Well, we worked on one for me. Do you want to work on one for you after this?
Okay.
Did you have, of the two that you suggested, who would you most like to see?
I think since this is like a total, new Zelda game redesign kind of thing, I don't think doing two of those in a row would be the most productive. So let's do, what do you call it?
Jack.
Jaku.
All right. I'm gonna finish up coloring this one, and then we'll tackle Jack.
All right.
We'll have a Jack attack.
Stop.
Is that the name of a shitty spinoff or something?
No.
Why isn't it?
Because this was like 2003 and they didn't make Jack and Daxter spinoffs until the two they made, and they were both not great, one of which killed the franchise.
Rest in peace.
No, wait, they made three. They made three Jack and Daxter spinoff games. One of them was fucking absolutely dog shit, being The Lost Frontier. One of them was all right at best, being Daxter. And the third was fucking god tier, and that was Jack X Combat Racing. Are you ing about Jack X Combat Racing?
No. Definitely not. I would never do that. I know how much you like Jack X Combat Racing. I definitely was. Chat, help me. Got a gun.
What? What?
Don't worry about it.
What you do?
What do you mean?
What you do?
Oh no, Jade, I'm sorry. I would never lie to chat to you. Chat to you. Jade is a good bean. She's wholesome. She's very 100. Lit
Very
AF.
100. What about the rest of the numbers?
Lit AF.
Lit AF. It's like some sort of derogatory slang.
What kind of she's what kind of other things do you say now? Sticking out the gap for the Rizzler?
Why are you making fun of me?
Because it's funny.
Wow. I can't believe she would do this to me, chat.
I can't keep this bit going any longer, Jade.
I can't believe she would do this to me. She hurt me. Mentally.
Jade, I'm sorry. Do you forgive me?
Maybe.
Not good enough. I need your full and utter and total support and
And accept.
accept.
Accept. Mm-hmm.
Mm. Oh yeah, I was totally gonna draw that.
You were totally gonna draw what?
Oh yeah, this link would have a he would have like a tome, just sort of levitating.
This motherfucker's got a Zatchbell spell book.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
How is that spell too? The
Um,
Zatchening.
the last time I read a chapter, the problem I have with it is that it's a monthly thing that he only releases chapters monthly for it. So by the time the new chapter comes out, I've already forgotten what happened in the last one.
That dilemma.
Yeah. So like, what was the last thing that happened? Chapter 17, Gash Bell 2. Oh, yeah, that's right. Sherry was getting attacked.
Ooh.
The blonde German lady from Zatch Bell.
Okay. I don't know why I asked like I knew.
She was like, I don't want to say the main antagonist of Zatch Bell, but she was like definitely like the main rival to Zatch, specifically because she had the like the dark skinned like demon looking boy Momoda that kind of looked like Ryuk. The one with the black purple hair who used gravity powers. What am I saying? She's never watched Zatch Bell.
I have. It's been forever though that I don't really remember. I remember Ponygon. Does that count for anything? I wish I didn't remember Ponygon.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the last chapter. It was pretty pog. Sherry's apparently gotten married and had 2 kids, and then a bunch of demons showed up trying to kill her because she was involved in the original Momoto War. And then they attempt to kill her son, and she like sacrifices her body to save her kid. And the very final the very final like panel in the chapter is someone dropping a
Colony?
yes, someone's colony dropping Germany. Um if it was that easy, they should have done that in World War II. Um Anywho, no, they dropped a Momoto coffin at her feet. Assumedly it carries Brago's body, so she's going to bring Brago back from the dead. It's already happened like 3 times. It's in 17 chapters, they've brought like 5 Momotos back to life. Cuz Zatch has the power to restore life to other Momotos. So by combining Zatch's power and the partner's willpower and love for their partner, Zatch is able to bring back the dead. So they already brought back Conchume. Conchume was dead for a little bit. They brought back
Alrighty.
his
Not to stop
son.
you, but this is the best I can do with this online whiteboard.
I mean, that's perfect anyway. It looks great. You have like the nice little winged design. We have the tome. The
I want.
Master Tome.
I wanted to give him the like dark undershirt and tights to, like, again, this is his own, like, he's got his own identity. He's got little cute shorts.
Uh-huh. Cute little short shorts. Of course, of course.
Mm. This looks so much better in my original sketch. You have no idea.
Just paste the original sketch over.
Did I send you the original sketch over the cord?
I know you've sent me parts of it over the cord.
Let me just send those real quick so I can copy paste them.
Uh-huh.
Why didn't I just do that to begin with? It would have saved us like what, 2 hours?
Uh-huh.
Shit, was this one design really 2 hours?
Uh-huh.
Please say psych. Please say psych.
It was only at 1 whole hour.
Okay, thank goodness. You had me worried.
Uh-huh.
How do I resize? Can I resize? I have no idea how to resize. Anyway.
Anywho. We can post the completed ones in the Patreon or something after the fact.
Here's the original sketches.
Oh, you're sending to me on the cord?
Oh no, they're in the thingy.
Oh, rad.
Yeah, these look so much better than that. Oh well.
Oh, well. So, next up on the docket, we have a one Jack from Jack and Dexter.
As in the lab?
What?
As in his laboratory?
God damn it. Every time. Every fucking time. Without fail. Chat, every time I mention Jack and Daxter, she goes, Daxter's laboratory? Omelette du fromage?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think I still need to do my German lessons today. Anywho.
That wasn't German, though.
I know.
It was like fucking Ugandan or something, right?
Holy shit. Yes, Jade, it was.
Oh, no, wait. It was Russian, right?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
That's why people had like a problem with it, because it was like, the Red Scare or something.
I'm gonna have to stop you before you say anything more absurd.
What do you mean? I ain't done nothing. Anywho, so we have Jack from the Jack and Daxter up next. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Now tell me. Tell me, what exactly do you imagine for this reimagining of Jack, this new design for him?
See, that's the thing. I don't really have like, how would I want a new modern take on Jack and Daxter to look? Do we go like, I'm assuming if we were to get a new Jack and Daxter game, the assumption is it would be, what do you call it? The assumption is it would be a follow up of 3 and X. I'm going to assume they're not going to follow up on Lost Frontier, that everyone collectively decided that it doesn't exist. Honestly, I like the idea that he's noticeably older. I would like the idea if he was notably older, not quite like Joel Last of Us old, but you know.
So basically, you just want a new game to erase Lost Frontier from ever happening.
Yes. I'm about to be that I'm about to be the Witcher author level of spiteful about that game.
It's the name of. I may have forgotten Jack's name briefly, temporarily.
It's in the title, babe. It's in the fucking title.
Yeah,
And uh-huh.
So Jack X Combat Racing and Jack 2 Renegade.
Jack 3 and Jack X.
You prefer Jack 3.
Oh no, I vastly prefer Jack 2's design.
You like him with the long hair?
I like him with the long hair, yes. I think his Jack 2 design is the perfect encapsulation of, it's the same character from Jack 1, but he's very clearly been kind of fucked up by the world, kind of thing. He's edgier, he's more violent, he's older, but it's more so because of the world he's in now, kind of situation. But yeah, for like a more modern design, I would say he's definitely older. He's grown his hair out a little bit, and it's like a nice midway point between the Jack 3 and the Jack 2 hair, to where like it's longer, it's swept back, it's not as long as Jack 2's, but it's definitely not anywhere near as short as Jack 3's or X's. Oh good lord, that haircut's terrible. And you know, maybe his horns are poking out, you know?
His horns that are only visible when he's Dark Jack.
Yeah. Almost like, cuz like one of the big things in Jack 3 was that like his powers kind of coalescing and kind of fully becoming a part of himself, to the point where like I think it would be kind of neat if just like, you know, maybe he has the horns starting to manifest in his normal form, showing that like he's in perfect, like it's no longer a dark side to him, it's kind of just incorporated into him now, kind of thing, you know?
You want to throw in some Light Jack in there as well?
No. There's not really anything from Light Jack that's like has any notable like physical attributes. Like
the wings.
We want to give him wings at all times? Like I wouldn't mind if he could manifest them whenever he wants. Like that he can make them show up, but I wouldn't have them as part of the main design. I kind of like the idea that if we were to get a Jack 4, that all of his powers are kind of there at all times. Whereas in the Jack 2 and 3, they were like, you know, fucking Mario power-ups. Who are like, oh, you can activate this and use it in a short burst, and then it's kind of over and done. I kind of would like the idea of, similar to Jack 1 in a lot of ways, to where like his powers are there that he can just use. It's not like some big super powerful slam. It's not some I'm going to burn all my juice to like fly around or whatever. It's more so they're incorporated into his main kit rather than being separate ultimate modes, basically.
Yeah.
I think he would, of course, keep the guns and the jet
Naturally.
board. Like, fuck off. We're not getting rid of the jet board. That's the best that's my favorite thing of the Jack and Daxter games. That goddamn jet board is the best thing ever. I wish I could just let me casually search real fast to see if anyone has made like on Etsy a you know, let's just see real fast. Has anyone made a oh, lovely. My mouse doesn't exist anymore. That's fun.
Hmm. Awesome.
Yeah, my mouse doesn't exist. That's going to be fun ending the podcast. Um Interesting.
I guess the podcast will never end.
I'm sure chat would love that.
Short podcast, Sag.
Short podcast, Sag. Thank you, Huntail. Appreciate that. Short pod, Sag. Yeah, why is my thingy? Okay, there it is. Okay, weird, weird hours.
Oh, I can't draw Jack to save my life.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Babe, I've drawn him all of once,
Uh huh.
maybe twice. And that was in high school, and it looked bad back then. And it's going to look bad now.
It's not gonna look bad.
Okay. If that's what you want to believe.
See, like now I'm just looking up. Oh, there's a really shitty looking Clank figure. Oh no. There's also a lot of really bad precursor orbs. And I can say that because I modeled my own. I have a precursor orb that I
You
made
have a
myself. I
real
have
precursor
a
orb.
real precursor orb.
Jack himself came out of a portal through time and said, "Here, I want you to have my precursor orb. Precursors won't shut the fuck up about it.
Uh-huh.
How I need to bring 120 precursor orbs."
120 precursor orbs. Why? What is that is the Etsy is a fucking weird ass place.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's selling a rug that's just cut in the shape of a PS2 disc of Silent Hill 3. Like it's just the whole ass rug. It's just oh my god, I'm sending this to you on Discord because it's too funny. It's just a whole that this could be a podcast in and of itself. Just Ren and Jade go through a funny Etsy. Do you
I
see
like
it?
I like the PS2 pillow in the back.
Yeah, it's really good. It's just a shitty white pillow with like a non PNG black background PlayStation 2 logo.
Oh, I think my favorite part about this disc rug is that It just has the center there still. It's just white in the center.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Surely there's something here. Ugh. Oh my god.
Hmm.
Ren, I just found the most cursed Sly Cooper figurine.
I don't want to know.
Too bad I
Please
sent
don't.
it to you. It's $300. Oh look, I found a Silent Hill 2 rug. What? Oh fuck.
Those other pins that you sent are so cute.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Bye. Someone's selling a straight up die cast metal Ratchet and Clank 1 Omni wrench. That's cool as shit. Why can't I get a jet board from Jack and Daxter? Oh, it's not the jet board, but someone has a 3D printed gun from Jack too.
Thought that was going to be the end of the sentence. Just a
It's a
3D printed
3D
gun.
printed actual ass gun. Yeah. Oh, plushy metalhead. That's super cute. Oh my god, a plushy flut flut.
A what?
A plushy flut flut.
That doesn't help me understand.
It's the bird mount from Jack 1.
All right.
It's cute. It's the flut flut. Chad will know what that is. If they have taste.
Better have taste.
Better have some fucking taste then.
Ugh.
Hmm.
This is going poorly. I must admit, I do declare.
You do declare. Oh,
Would
heavens the best.
Would Jack be happy? Would he be sad?
Oh, he'd be like kind of that cocky smile that he gives Daxter at the end of every game. This is such a cute plushie.
He has the DreamWorks face, right?
What do you fucking mean? The DreamWorks face?
You know, he's got like the one eyebrow flat and the other one raised like that.
I hate that you refer to it as the DreamWorks face, but yes.
It's what it is, babe. It's what every DreamWorks character ever has, babe. It's the DreamWorks face.
Babe, hate to break it to you. Jack and Daxter happened first.
Supposed to mean something to me.
Uh-huh. Those
Jack
pins.
and Daxter didn't come first.
Yeah, it did. Jack 1 came out in like 2001.
DreamWorks existed before then.
They fucking wishes they existed back then.
The fuck does this? What the fuck does this motherfucker's?
Those pins I sent you are actually the cutest things ever.
Mm-hmm. I would love you forever if you bought those. I mean, I would love you forever regardless.
I will save it and buy it on my next paycheck.
And my back hurts like a bitch.
Hmm.
I am shrimping down, shrimping over.
Shrimping. Don't shrimp. Weave it! Oh my god, this Daxter plushie is cursed. Oh, he's doing the DreamWorks face, but it makes him look stupid, not fucking funny. It makes him look like he has actual brain damage, babe.
Uh-huh.
Look. See what I mean?
Someone took the bat to his head and just bonked.
I'm just gonna, like, you know.
His skull got caved in a little.
How do I... There it is. There it is, chat. You guys get to see this then. Ah, good lord. All I want is a Jack and Daxter hoverboard. Like, even if it's just small, something like that you can just have as a desk decoration or something. But it seems as though nobody cares.
Imagine loving a game that nobody else liked.
I know, right? Imagine being a Klonoa fan or something weird.
All right, that's going to be the end of the podcast. Red's hurt. She's hurt real bad.
Red, please. How can I make it up to you, Ren?
400 kisses.
400 kisses. I'll one up you. I'll get you 500 kisses and a candle that smells like Jimin.
Like what?
Like Jimin.
What is Jimin?
One of the lead singers from BTS.
I'm good. I don't need that.
No, too bad you're getting it. I just need to find the listing for it. Found it. It was on the first page. They still sell it.
I do not wish to smell like Jimin. I do not wish for our house to smell like Jimin.
Are you sure?
I think so.
There you go. Smells like Jimin.
What even is this podcast?
Oh, good lord, it's a good one. That's what it is. Like, surely.
Like, soing scobber.
Surely, like, what is in it? What is in it? What does Jimin smell like? Smells like Jimin.
Clearly, it's got Jimin in it. Himself.
The description: when you light this Jimin scented candle, it will make you feel like Jimin is right next to you. Take him everywhere you go with our candle. Fuck. Fragrance notes: it smells like the ozone, sea salt, cardamom, and musk.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
These are things that exist.
Oh, you can also get soap that smells like this too.
No. No. I'm drawing the line. You want to buy candles that smell like Jimin? Sure. I don't agree, but sure. I will not let you bathe yourself with the scent of
I
Jimin.
will not let you bathe yourself with Jimin. Hey, that candle's only $14, you know?
You could use that money to buy a pizza. 2 pizzas.
I mean, maybe. Don't not so sure right now about with inflation and all that, but in this economy,
With the frizz.
no way. Remember that one time when when the magic school bus broke down on the side of the road and a bunch of fucking stupid teenagers killed everybody?
I remember the time when a bunch of monsters made all the children experience the living night terrors and sorrows of adulthood that is her life.
Uh-huh. Oh my god.
Hmm.
I found another floor mat, and it's just the entire box art for Ratchet and Clank going commando with like the ESRB logo and the PlayStation 2 banner at the top and everything. Oh, good lord. That's this is so fucking stupid. Etsy's a weird place.
Mm-hmm. All right, I gave him his Dr. Venture beard.
Thank you.
God, his ears are so much pointier than I remember them being.
Yeah, they are.
All right, these aren't gonna do. These are just not gonna do.
Oh, really now? How the fuck did we get on, like, Jimin?
You tell me. That's what I've been wondering this entire fucking time.
You know, you're right.
Do not segue into something even dumber.
I don't think I could possibly be any dumber. What do you mean?
Oh, I'm sure you'll find a way.
Well,
I'm sure you're up for the challenge, Jade.
Please, you gotta do it for me. I'm begging.
thank you, Walter Hartwell White.
What do you mean,
Don't worry about it.
Jade? What are you doing?
Don't worry about it. All is right in the world. Just smile and wave, Private. Smile and wave. Oh my god, you're giving him the coupe haircut? You're giving him the Megas XLR coupe haircut.
I'm so glad you realized that. I'm so glad my efforts didn't go to waste. At some point, it's just like, this just looks like Coop. I'm gonna roll with it.
Uh-huh.
No, but for real. For real. What kind of...
There's your reference image. Oh, he's sniffing the Jimin candle. He's not quite sure what he smells. He's smelling some musk.
I think I'm broken. You know what? That's what's wrong with this. That's what feels off with this. That's it.
Huh?
That's what's felt off about this.
What?
Jack has a lot more forehead on display.
I mean, yeah.
I think.
Oh, oh, good God.
Wait, no, he doesn't.
Chat, any viewers out there, I implore you guys, do not look up Coop Megas XLR. I
Megas XLR.
Yes, I implore you all, do not look it up because even just in Google Images with safe search on, it's given me some very questionable things.
This is a little bit well earned, you know.
It's my fault, really, you know?
At the end of the day, it's about family,
That's what makes it so powerful. They fly now?
huh?
It's another Star Wars sequel meme. Somehow Palpatine has returned.
Somehow,
Somehow.
this episode was a mistake.
What do you mean?
Remember how I was like, "Yo, we should really record Best Girls.
Mm-hmm.
We should really do that. It's been a while. I'm really feeling the itch to do Best Girls. I have this fun idea. Let's redesign some characters. That would be fun. It would be you've really been pushing for me to pick the new topic for the episode.
Uh-huh.
All of that has been a mistake.
All of it. Every piece of it. Every inch has been a mistake.
Mm.
Well, that's a question for chat, you know. Here you guys are used to giving us questions sometimes. Now it's time for me to give you all a question. Was it worth it? She immediately draws an afro on Jack Daxter Jack.
What other cursed things can I do?
I don't know. You tell me. Uh-huh. You just give him rogue hair.
Hmm. What else? Oh yeah, yes, you wanted the horns, right?
Yes.
Like the full blown horns, or just like little mini bitty ones. Well, and she's broken.
And I'm broken, yes.
Full blown horns or nah?
Hmm.
It's a yes or no question.
Yes. Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Hmm. Ain't no kind of answer.
I mean, I was thinking about it and then you interrupted me and broke my thought process. So now I can't think about it. So I just blurted out yes.
No, that's okay. Take your time.
No, I don't think I will.
He's just a goat devil.
I mean, a little bit. looking pretty good.
Yeah, you said you wanted him to look a little bit more older, a little bit more mature.
Yeah, because I think, again, like, I just think he should be a bit on the older end. Because, like, he's like 16, 17, 16, 17 in Jack 1. Then 2 years later, so he's like 19, 20 in Jack 2. Then by Jack 3, he's like 22, 23. And it's been a while since, and then Jack X happens, and he's like easily 25, 26.
How bulky is his top half?
I prefer Jack when he's a little on the lankier side and his armor fills him out. But
So we going more Jack 1 or Jack 2 or Jack 3 or Jack X or Jack Lost Frontier?
I'd say he's a bit on the older side, but he's still retained a lot of his kind of musculature. So I'd say not much bigger, if about the same as Jack 3.
If Jade, if we ever do this again, drawing on stream, we are not using this online whiteboard again.
Uh-huh.
I cannot live without my shortcuts on my thing.
Really?
This is actual hell for me.
God.
Jack has very interesting body proportions. This is actually like fucking me
He's
up a
made
little
of
bit.
triangles.
I know that. I'm trying to figure out the right triangles.
Oh no, I just meant like polygons, like in terms of like 3D modeling video games, but whatever you think as well. Yeah, there's the boy.
This is what I have to live with. This is what I have to deal with.
This is what this is what she's chosen.
And I chosen good.
And I chosen good as well. Oh no.
His top half is a fucking trapezoid.
Yeah, it is. Wait, how the fuck does his arm work like that? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck?
What do you mean?
Okay. Wait, how does he bend his arm like that? Is his elbow right underneath his wrist?
Here's where his arm connects to his shoulder.
Yeah.
Here is where his elbow is. And then there's where his hand is.
But you see what I mean, right?
Not really.
Like, look at the length between his comparatively on his upper arm to his forearm. His forearm is nothing.
Yeah, it's Jade. His arm is doing Imagine this is the gun. His arm is doing that. It's bending outwards. So from this perspective, it just looks short. It's bending outwards away from the camera.
Fair enough. I'm just stupid, I guess.
your Cupid.
What?
I don't know. This episode has been going on for longer than I anticipated.
I mean, if you'd like to end here, we can. We can pick this up on another day.
Hmm, I don't think we will.
What? What do you mean?
As in, I'd at least like to get his. Oh, this looks so
His
fucking
twink body
bad.
proportions done.
His Masahiro Sakurai's twink body proportions.
Uh
Twink
huh.
proportions. Fuck. That was a shit post.
A shit post and a half.
Yeah, I think I just can't draw Jack.
What do you mean?
I have something to say, and I do not wish to say it.
Say it.
But he still have the ring.
A fucking course he would. It's dumb. It's dumber than shit, but it's his iconic look, babe.
I can't say it, Jade.
Say it.
This is actually bringing me pain thinking about it.
Say it.
The way I drew his face.
Uh huh.
This is gonna hurt me a lot more than it's gonna hurt you.
Oh, I'm sure.
The way I drew his face. He looks like a fucking Danny Phantom character.
Oh, oh.
Like you can see it, right? I'm
I
not going crazy.
a little bit, I guess.
I think we're done here. I think I'm out of juice.
Okay.
I wanted really hard to try to get this done. I spent so much time on the boy.
And then you just petered out for the second half.
It doesn't help that we're recording this fairly late.
Fair enough. Alrighty. Then in that case, here is our art for tonight, chat. To the viewers, the listeners.
I promise I'll do much better next time. Maybe.
Anywho, take care, everybody. Get some rest. Thank you for joining us tonight on another lovely episode of the Best Girls Podcast, where we went completely off the rails halfway through, just as always.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, remember, you guys get these episodes 2 weeks early and ad-free on Patreon for as low as $1 a month. And until next time, I have been your host, Jade Novanus, along with A1.
Ren, best girl.
And we will all see you next time.
And together we form the best girls.
Uh-huh.
I'm tired.
I know. Anywho, take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye.